What is going on, people? I'm Dylan Denmark doing another solo show as Graham Marsh is on an airplane somewhere headed to Buffalo to watch the Jaguars play the Bills. I don't know. I guess he is an undercover employee for the Jaguars because he went to Miami 2 weeks ago. He's going to Buffalo. I don't know. I don't ask questions. That's what he told me. So I'm doing the show solo. I can't really talk. Um, for the next 5-10 minutes to react to the Gators' 45-28 win over Mississippi State. Graham and I will do a more lengthy show tomorrow. But that was a good win. Mertz, other than the first drive, did really, really well with 19 for 21 for 200 yards. Lagway was a perfect 7 for 7, 76 yards in the air. And the run game had an average of 6 yards per rush, whether it was Montreal Johnson, Ball, or Webb. Mertz got a couple runs and it got that sneak. The receivers did their job. Mississippi State is not a good football team. Let's not get this confused. Florida did what they were supposed to do and went down the field. I liked that Mizell looks like he can be a guy. Hopefully he can stay healthy through the bye week and going into the UCF game, because if the game is what we all expect it to be, the Florida and UCF game should be a shootout. Florida gave up 400 yards of offense, and I think they gave up, 260 yards on the ground, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Mississippi State gave up 240. And we all saw what Florida did against Texas A&M against the run, and we all saw what they did against Miami against the run. So, it seems like the recipe is going to be for the Florida UCF game is UCF hold them to 52 points and hope Florida can score 53. So we'll see how that goes. But for today, it's clear that Graham Mertz is the better quarterback. Lagway's good. You can throw in a package for Lagway, but Graham Mertz is the better quarterback moving forward. It gives you the best chance to win, kind of something that we knew from last week and knew today. And I don't know what it is about y'all, but if y'all can want to pop in the comment section on Facebook or on YouTube, it looks like this offense runs a little better on the ground with Trayon Webb as compared to Montreal Johnson. I know Montreal Johnson had the fumble. It's not something you want to see. Obviously, he's still decent, but it seems like the offense runs better with Trayon Webb as compared to Montreal Johnson. And then Ball came in the fourth quarter with fresh legs, and I think he drove all the way down the field with him. I like Marcus Burke. Had a good game today. I liked what I saw from him, the kid from Jacksonville, right in our backyard. Mizell, as I mentioned, he needs to be the new Eugene Wilson if Eugene Wilson is not able to go against UCF. I haven't seen any injury update. I saw that he was going to be out. I haven't really seen anything else. If it has, I apologize. Who else had a good game? Badger was decent, 3 catches for 45 yards. DK 3 for 43, and that was the game. 45-28 over Mississippi State. The defense is still the defense. It's not anything great. They did have a goal line stand late. I guess that is a positive that they had late in the game for them. But this is still going to be a defense that has lapses that any team in the Power 5, which they're going to have for the rest of the season, is going to be able to run the football on them regardless of what Florida does to match up with it. And then you can just, cross your fingers that you can hold the team to a field goal. But, all eyes are going to be now to UCF. And, moving forward, I thought that Billy Napier going into this game was going to be his last game, regardless of win or loss. You have the bye week next week, and then you face about 4 teams before you have another bye week before you play Georgia, and then the rest of the schedule. If I had to guess right now, I still think he coaches against UCF. So kind of going back to kind of contradicting what I said throughout the whole week. I don't think that Billy Napier could coach another game in the swamp. Just based off of everything that happened in the Texas A&M game. Everybody was booing him. You worry about how many of the fans would show up, and it's going to be UCF, so a lot of the UCF fans are going to be probably packing the stands and doing what they want to do, and showing their support, because this is probably their biggest game of the year. If I had to guess, I have no idea what UCF schedule is like, but all in all, good game for Florida. You got to enjoy this because you don't know if you're going to win another one. I mean, it's crazy to say that on September 21st. But moving forward, you got the bye week, UCF, Kentucky, a couple other teams, and then you face the gauntlet in November with LSU, Ole Miss, Texas, Georgia, and then and Florida State at the end. So Billy Napier, I think he stays with his job for another couple weeks. Obviously, the rumors have been swirling that that the boosters are trying to collect the money and let him go. But I still think he'll be the guy calling plays on the sideline when they play UCF in 2 weeks. And I think they should roll with Graham Mertz. I think he should be the dude. And so there you go. Any questions we have before I get out of here? Just wanted to hop on for a couple of minutes. But all in all, a good game for Florida. I think Marsh had 2 incompletions. Lagway was perfect 7 for 7, did a great job of when he pulled that ball inside the goal line. And then, he fumbled, but fortunately Austin Barber was there to fall on it. It was a dumb play by Mississippi State's defensive back. Was trying to pick it up. He should have just fell on it. You get a touchback, and Mississippi State has the ball, and that would have been the typical Florida the typical Florida Gator game. You have the game in hand. You're inside the goal line. You can punch it away, put the nail in the coffin, fumble, give the ball back to Mississippi State, and give them a chance with their backup quarterback that came in. Didn't happen, luckily. That was that. Give DJ 2 series a game moving forward. So when it comes to with Mertz and Lagway, I did not understand why Mertz was pulled. I know before the game that Napier said that he wanted to play Napier wanted to play Mertz 2/3 of the game, or two out of 3 drives, whatever it was. Mertz was in a rhythm. When you got the hot hand, you roll with a hot hand. It makes no sense to me why. Okay, first drive went and got the punt, but second drive you go right down the field without a hiccup whatsoever, and then the next drive he comes in, and then you put Lagway in. And I know Lagway went down the field and scored, I take that back. Montreal Johnson had the fumble on that drive. But even, if Montreal Johnson didn't fumble, I would have thought that, they'd still continue to go down the field. But Mertz should still be the quarterback on the field because he's the better quarterback, and he just took you down on a 13-play, 84-yard drive. I don't get it. And again, quarterbacks are not like linebackers or running backs or receivers. It's not a position that you rotate. You rotate it for if you want to put in a goal line. If you want to go jumbo and you want to use Lagway to run, okay, that's fine. But to use him for an entire drive kind of kills the rhythm and what you want to do offensively. I mean, Mertz goes in, 13-play drive, and then he doesn't play the next drive. Then plays the drive in the second quarter, 7 plays, 65 yards. And then the one right before the half, goes up 21-7, 2-play, 44-yard drive. And then Lagway came in at the right before the half with a 10-play, 91-yard drive. So I would go with Mertz. If you want to beat UCF, you have to play Mertz. 90, 95% of the time, have Lagway, have a package, a couple plays, and then that be that. So I'm gonna get out of here. Me and Graham and I will do a show tomorrow, probably I would assume in the morning, as he's headed to Buffalo for the Jaguar game. And until then, see y'all.